and welcome to the 2020 Stupid Robot Fighting American Championship. I'm Sabrina Harms, and I'll be your host as we watch these robots obliterate each other in the 2020 Stupid Robot Fighting American Championship. A stupid robot is essentially a humanoid-shaped life-size puppet made from garbage. Its joints are thin wire twisted into a loop that links the body parts together. The stupid robot is controlled by poles attached to its hands and feet. The 2020 Stupid Robot American Championship features 14 stupid robots, each designed by different people from around the US of A. The competition is set out in a 5-heat, 3 semifinal, and 1 final structure. We will also feature an exciting new tag team exhibition match for your viewing pleasures. The rules of Stupid Robot Fighting League are very simple. The fight is 2 minutes long, and there are 2 possible roads to victory. The ultimate aim is to separate the opposition's stupid robot head from its body. Decapitation is a knockout and an instant win. If the fight goes for the full 2 minutes without a knockout, at the end of the fight, the referee performs a limb count. The stupid robot with the most limbs left at the end of the fight is the winner. Let's join our commentators John Hartley and Jeff Peterfee as they call the first battle.
Thanks, Sabrina, and welcome everyone ringside to the 2020 American Championship of the Stupid Robot Fighting League. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Can't wait to see some robots explode.
And speaking of robots exploding, let's get to know the robots. On the left, we'll have Ocho Ono sporting a water can for a head and a muffin top up top.
Let's keep that a little bit quiet. He's a little self-conscious about the muffin tray that makes up his main chassis of his body.
On the right side, we're going to have George Jetsam coming in with that vacuum cowling for a head, vacuum parts all over the place, and a rollerblade frame on that right arm.
Gives him a little bit of extra reach with that right arm.
So what's going to be attacked at this time? The old Lobos, you broke both your sticks there, so what's going to be different?
You know, John, I'm real confident with this new fighter.
Yeah.
And I have a new technique that is going to be unveiled at this fight.
There's going to be so much winning. There's just going to be so much winning. You're just going to get sick of winning.
I hope you don't lose your cell phone charger.
You make me feel uncomfortable.
Love the attack of the cell phone charger. You really need a cell phone these days.
You do indeed, Jeff, and let's get right into fight number 1. Ocho Ono on the left side, George Jetsam on the right. Big punches coming out strong.
Ocho Ono
right
just taking, whoa, did you see those parts fly? Oh my gosh, already this early in the fight we're seeing parts fly all over the place.
And folks, hold on to your seatbelts and buckle up because you're going to get a lot more of that throughout the day.
Man, Ocho Ono just taking shots to the face. That watering can face is turned backward at this point. Great job by George Jetsam really attacking with the arms, but I'd really like to see a little bit more leg action. Get those feet involved.
Yeah, both contestants very flat-footed at the moment. You see that watering can head turning back around. Doesn't really help Doug see any better. It is something, though, where we like to see the robots facing off with each other.
No one wants to see a backward head. That's really uncomfortable for all people to see. Well, unless you're the opposing fighter, right?
And George Jetsam with that big old vacuum cowling, generally going to be facing forward. He got a big old hook with that left, that plastic.
There's a little bit of foot
there.
action by Ocho Ono. I love seeing the feet get involved. I can't say it enough.
You see Doug with a pretty interesting tactic on the left with Ocho Ono really coming in strong with that right hook, trying to just set it up, put that left one down and say, you know what, I'm coming in strong with this vacuum part.
Foot right to the face. Big swing from the right hand. Double arm thrust by Ocho Ono. See how it plays out here. Wow, we're getting some haymakers.
That tractor part on the left hand of George Jetsam, just, it looks so good hitting that watering can. We've seen a lot of this so far.
Little foot action getting involved here. And whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened?
That Barbie car hand is going to come off, it looks like here. And a big move there. You're going to see that right arm of Ocho Ono going to be off. So you're going to see in the graphics down low, you've got that red spot. That means one arm is gone for Ocho Ono, only fighting with one. And you're going to see Doug. He's right here. He's doing what you got to do in this case. You're putting both hands on that left arm.
Yeah.
Really just trying to get it done.
The robot loses an arm, but the pilot does not. Can use both arms to thrust that Barbie car punching glove into the body of George Jetsam. See if that's going to be enough.
That is going to be it. John Espin coming in and saying, you know what? That's it. End of the fight. Time has expired. And the winner, in this case, George Jetsam. We're seeing the first one where an arm is off on the left. No arms off on the right, or legs for that matter. And so by default, George Jetsam moving on past fight 1. All right, let's go down to ringside with John Espin, who's with the loser in this case, Doug, who's fighting with Ocho Ono.
Wow, you were laying in some very heavy shots there. What was going through your mind?
Well, to be honest, I'm feeling pretty disappointed myself to lose like that in such a way.
Right.
To such a person.
Right.
He makes me feel uncomfortable, John.
Thanks, John. Fight 1 in the books, and now we'll move on to fight 2. You may see a familiar face here in this one. It's going to be Doug with Binary Slayer on the left and Joe with Flipper. Let's take a closer look at these two new robots. Looking first at Binary Slayer, we've got a scary face that's a music toy, and we've got more vacuum parts. That vacuum head on the left hand especially going to be a big focus for Binary Slayer.
The body, the main part of the body, a bouncy castle motor cover, as well as vacuums all over, as John says. Pool hoses, pool traps, everything's going on here.
One man's trash is another man's stupid robot, and looking at the right side, we're gonna have Flipper, who also has a familiar piece. This is the Bouncy Castle pump motor cover.
So Bouncy Castle pump motor cover versus Bouncy Castle motor cover. Who's going to come out victorious in this Bouncy Castle battle?
Say that 3 times fast.
So Doug, we're just about to lay into Flipper and Joe on the other end there. So what's going to be your tactic for the fight?
I'm gonna win. I'm in it to win it.
I'm gonna take off every part of his robot. First his hands, and then his feet, and then I'll take off his head.
You're the buffest man I know. One time I licked a toad.
Is the buffest guy I know really a taunt?
Best part about these taunts in the Stupid Robot Fighting League, you get to write it for your opponent.
Well, John, we already have the loss of a limb here. The leg is gone for Binary Slayer 5 seconds into this battle.
Oof, that left leg just snapping clean off, and bad news for Doug and Binary Slayer. You are down almost 10 seconds into the fight.
And he's already coming back, though, with aggressive punches with the arms. Well, too aggressive. It looks like he just lost his hand.
That right arm of Binary Slayer just going in there and getting ripped right off. Doug is down to 2 out of 4 limbs, less than 30 seconds into this fight. Joe having the time of his life. Look at that big smile on his face. Doug just on the ropes with Binary Slayer, hoping that he can get something going here midway into the fight. And that right foot coming up for Binary Slayer, trying to make something happen. What's going to happen here, Jeff?
It's really difficult to come back from being down, losing 2 limbs this early in the fight. Whoa. A lot of flailing happening here. Let's see a little bit closer. What exactly happened? Is that a loss of a limb?
You're right, Jeff. That is the left arm of Flipper. It is off now, so we're getting closer. We're down to 2 limbs on the left side with Doug and Binary Slayer, 3 limbs with Joe and Flipper.
A lot of foot action going on here from both players, both fighters. I'd like to see a little bit more going on. It looks like fatigue is starting to set in these late minutes of the battle.
As further you go, the leg action dips off almost completely. So now you got 1 arm on each side. They're doing their best, but man, that paddle on Flipper is just railing that head of
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Looks like the foot completely came. Oh, the board snapped.
Another snap for Doug and Binary Slayer. That one comes straight at the camera in the slow-mo. And we're going to see if Binary Slayer can get anything done with just that left hand.
This looks like the 8th round of a heavyweight battle right now, a heavyweight boxing match. Both fighters tired, both fighters giving, oh my gosh, giving what we can.
So much carnage here in fight 2, and that looks like the right leg of Flipper is now clean off. You're down to 2 limbs on the right, 1 limb on the left, and they're just limping out there trying to finish the fight. You got seconds and seconds left.
Just shots to the face, shots to the face. Please just stop the bleeding. We want this to end. Who's going to come away with the win?
And John Espin going to throw in the towel for everyone and say, you know what, enough is enough. Joe and Flipper, the winners here. A little bit of a dance from Joe and Flipper. And Doug and Binary Slayer just couldn't get it done here in fight number 2. A lot of limbs off, Jeff, and we're going to go to John Espin, who's ringside with Joe, the pilot for Flipper.
Mike Sinisi from Make Magazine will be real happy that you absolutely obliterated the The old binary slayer over there. So
That's fun, yeah. I mean, brilliantly made.
Yeah.
It was an easy robot to work with. Good job, man.
Honestly, John, I think obliterated was a strong word.
okay,
I did all the right things.
All right.
Just didn't work out this time.
okay.
Joe's the better man today.
2 fights are in the books. We'll take a break and be right back here on the Stupid Robot Fighting League.